10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Enchantress!
LGD's turn to pick.
Witch Doctor! Gyrocopter!
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
One more, and then if you need to have like a panel off to relax, I'm sure Nahaz will be more happy to step in for instance.
LGD's turn to ban.
So much ammo.
10 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
I sit for a living. I never will regularly.
10 seconds remaining.
I know this setup is pretty shit. Yeah, I know. Just low.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
8 minutes. That was nuts.
LGD's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. LGD's turn to pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Pick OD. Huh? Someone just pick OD.
Reserve time.
No, dude. OD's dead. Only pub hero. Yeah, now I start to buff it. 10 steal per hit. Why? Why is OD shit? Like, why is it not? I don't understand. It takes too long to build up.
Radiant team pick. Remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. LGD's turn to pick. Radiant team pick.
Nina's pretty good against them.
LGD's turn to back.
People were saying the Dota TV audio is still broken.
I mean, I messaged this guy. There's nothing we can do. It's not on us.
Yeah, I know. It just sucks. Like, everybody's just been saying, like, Dota TV audio, like, no one cares?
I don't know what.
Reserve time.
I hope it works now, at least. Maybe. They even checked, like, they checked my settings and everything. The settings were good, so.
I mean, on our end.
You can see it, yeah, the mic's popping up, so.
I don't know what it is.
It might not be, like, going through their system, maybe, or something. I'm not too sure.
LGD's turn to pick. Radiant team pick.
Mid gyro aggressive Starladder. They're just gonna follow Sand King on Broodmother.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Queen of Pain.
Thank you, gentlemen. Fog, myself here, ready to go. One more match to decide it all, Fog, between these two Chinese squads. We got Na'Vi waiting in the grand final. What do you think? Based on the draft, we got VG.Gaming pulling out the Crafty Brood. And it looks like, for LGD, a maybe Sand King? What do you make out of this?
I like LGD's draft overall. They have a lot of their signature heroes. They have September on the Phoenix. They have, I mean, a little bit of the only change up is maybe on the Sand King, but it is a great matchup versus the Broodmother. However, God said LGD. So
we're going with VG on this one. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be a ridiculous one. Let's hop into it. It's game number 3 of VG.R versus LGD. Let's see who's going to take it home here. We start underway again. Early movement coming out. FY already hanging near this mid lane.
These teams are really liking. Look, they're bringing it back, keeping out, getting the wards out right away.
He still holds the 2, but he is not planted the 1 down, not able to kind of make it past the river at this point. But you can bet anything, September is waiting. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this will be the 3rd appearance of Phoenix this tournament, and all 3 games have been played by the one and only September, the pub fiend. And
it looks like the VG.R is trying to go for a psych out. They put the first web middle, but I'm pretty sure that Yang's either going to go toward the safe lane or toward the off lane, because Mikasa has mid items.
Mind games already starting here. Yeah, I like it. We'll see if it works out for him. He does hold that early soul ring, and he's already making his way up to the north. Are the adjustments going to be made here? Maybe on the Sand King, you know, kind of makes the impression that they're going to be looking for that Brood indeed in the mid lane here. But what do you think then if it's the case where it's going to be the Mikasa Queen of Pain versus Sand King? I can imagine that Sand King is not going to have the easiest time.
They're going to want to rotate probably. I don't see why you'd leave him. He does have a stout shield, thankfully, but you want to put the Sand King versus the Broodmother. He's going to be getting so much more farm out of it.
All right, well, he grabs the bounty rune and starts taking his business towards the mid lane here. DDC will head towards the bottom where there's still a bounty rune to be snagged up, so this support's going to be pretty happy. And then he'll probably join up in tandem here. We got ZYF hanging around this bottom lane. It looks like he'll be sporting the Sven once again.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it win very often, but last game, man, he was the show.
Yeah, they could actually, they could just if they can deal with the Broodmother in the start, it's fine. The Sand King's gonna be able to get his levels up, and then he's gonna be able to do really well versus the Broodmother, so they could move him later on. And we do see MMY has a sentry on himself, and Yang has no sentry. I'm pretty sure that Xiaowe's gonna make the first movement toward the Broodmother's lane with his sentry ward, or FY make the first move toward the Broodmother's lane with that first sentry ward.
Yeah, they might need the assistance here, and as you said, he does hold that sentry. Ooh, Xiaowei getting hit pretty hard, going against one of his favorite pickups, at least the last time he was using on LGD on that support Lina. This time it's going to be in the hands of DDC. That long range will be able to easily poke him back from the trouble as he pops out that early salve. I was surprised to see Mikasa looking to go to work here early in that mid lane matchup, taking advantage of the maybe Sand King, and obviously he's going to be going with that early caustic finale build-up.
Yeah, FY gets his 2 creeps, makes his way toward the top lane.
Troll and a Hellbear Smasher going to be accompanying him. Now they do drop down the sentry. There's none to be found. And it turns into a 3-on-2. Oh, weapon commitment from September, but he goes right into the arms of FY, who hits him up with the ensnare, and they're going to be a team who trucks him down with the first blood. Aggressive in trouble here. The Broodling slow, and they're going to get that one too. A double kill for FY.
Triple maybe?
Oh, you got to be kidding me here. They're moving in.
The net. He gets the clap.
MY
very low though.
He is dishing out the heal, trying his best. Even going to be forced out with the stun too. And the pressure already starting out here from VG.Gaming.
I like that play from Yang there. He starts poking the Witch Doctor so they can, you know, he can kind of bait them to make a move on him, and then FY comes in with the 2 creeps, gets a nice net up on September and kills him down.
And now you're looking at already a level 3 Brood at just 2 minutes in. He's going to have the Soul Ring done. This is going to be a very difficult time, but there is going to be a sentry takedown, and Yang is not going to be able to kind of deward it himself, so he's now going to be trapped under vision. Meanwhile, mid lane, maybe. Early stun under the tower is going to force Mikasa to take some poking damage and start chewing through his last tango here.
He's doing really well.
But yeah,
he got his bottle really, really early.
8-8 as far as the CS game here in the mid lane, and yeah, they have the bottle. Bottom lane, stun on Xiaowei, does the follow-up. LSA, after it connects, they're going to get the Dragon Slave damage, and Xiaowei will be forced all the way back. And it looks like another good farming time here for CYF. It worked wonderfully him in game number 2, and here, top of the CS charts now 14-6.
Yeah, they're still doing all right versus the Broodmother. It's pretty unfortunate that they died to the Enchantress rotation, but it's still not the worst situation.
So what is going to be September's role here on the Phoenix? He's participating a bit in this top lane. Unfortunate with that kind of Icarus dive to FY, but being able to find his groove seems to be a bit awkward as long as FY continues to wait around and assist Yang's Broodmother.
He can probably just stay in the top lane. I do feel like they should make the rotation though with the Sanking eventually when they feel comfortable too.
Yeah, otherwise Yang is just going to have a easy breezy time. You're happy to jump in and out of these trees and even contesting the pull camp.
I mean, CDEC was one of the teams that I was most impressed with how they dealt with the Broodmother when they had just a normal, like a gyrocopter and some other heroes in the lane. They just always were constantly bringing sentry wards. They positioned the lane in the right position, and they just had a really good idea of how to deal with it.
This is going to be a really tall order here as he's about to approach his level 5 now, and FY now at level 4. This is a pretty early XP boost going for VG.Gaming, and even phase boots now going to be grabbed up from FY. Bounty rule will be snagging from Mikasa. September is going to be forced to step back on this one. While maybe made his work towards the bomb, snags up an Invis rune, bottle it up. But September has to continue to kind of jump around here, really trying to find his own home. So this is looking like a wonderful start from VG.Gaming. I mean, would you say, oh, it's top lane, they make a deep dive for aggressive. They're going to be able to take down the gyrocopter once again. Just swarming through the lane and the follow-up for MMY. You could not ask for a better Brood lane right now if you're VG.Gaming.
Yeah, now is where it's becoming too much. The level 5 Broodmother, there's too many Spiderlings with 2 creeps as well. They're just going to take this tower.
What do you do now? LGD, I mean, you're calling out for the rotation here for your Sand King. Maybe he heads up there now, but it is just, the damage has been done, and you're looking at possibly 3 lanes going the way of VG.Gaming at this point.
Yeah, and I was just saying how they usually know how to deal with the Broodmother, but at this point, I guess just built up too much too quickly with the Enchantress creeps.
And that is a tower down, and Yang is like, this is now going to quickly become my jungle. My jungle. What are you going to do about it? Poor little bird September is just going to have to adventure elsewhere, because he would be free food for the Brood here.
Yeah, looking a bit worrisome for aggressive, because they're gonna constantly be pressuring him. And look, FY again, Wildkin now as well, pressuring the tower with Spiderlings.
He still holds a smoke here, so he could just kind of let Yang do his business here in the top lane and take his pressure elsewhere. But here we're going to see LGD. The LGD, they're going to go for their first strike this game. They have the level 6 Sand King. Smoked up, they go on the move.
Gets broken.
Dust is going to be popped.
Doesn't catch the Brood.
No, not at all. And FY, as fast as ever.
Boots.
Oh, FY is just like, nice try, my friend.
Now MMY is going to die.
Yep. Oh, this is just going from bad to worse now for LGD. They shred apart the Witch Doctor, and they might even look for follow here for maybe. He has the Burrow Strike. Will actually pop it. Goes for the epicenter here, and he's going to get it off. But Yang retreating south, going to make it away. And Mikasa shows up, steps in with the Sonic Wave, and just blows up the old little Sand King, and it looks like aggressive could be going down as well. No. Aggressive.
Wow. That was a sick play by aggressive again, running into the tree line there.
And Xiao Wei now hustling in from Mikasa at this point. Going to be able to get the crush, one more auto attack. He gets it. All right, LGD not going down without a fight on this one. Are going to be able to grind out 3 kills for themselves.
Yeah, nice rotation come out from Mikasa, and then another nice rotation come from Xiao Wei. It was just a really nice play from aggressive surviving there. FY wanted to go for the dive there, Mikasa as well, and they get punished for it.
Now ZYF had been taking residence in this mid lane, even popping the God Strikes at this point.
He's got his Ancient Stack starting right now though. He got the Dominator, first Ancient Stack beginning. And he's giving DDC the lane to get his, if he wants, his Arcane Boots as well as his level 6.
Yeah, this is just going already like a well-oiled machine already for VG.Gaming. DDC will be able to get a little bit of solo farm here in the bottom lane to push forward and get a hold of that first real big Laguna.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Broodmother things, man.
It really is. I mean, what do you do now? It almost feels like, yeah, I'm not going up there.
Yeah,
you want to go up there? I'm not going up there.
I think this is what they should have done. Like maybe a little bit sooner. Aggressive's just gonna be running around with his teammates though now. He's got his level 7. He's got pretty much what he needs to move around. So it's not looking the worst for aggressive because he has his phase boots, he has his Achille, he has his level 7, and now maybe he's gonna be able to farm up the spiders in the top lane.
Yep. Maybe can.
Yeah, we do see the smoke coming out for MMY and aggressive, making their way into the enemy jungle.
And with Call Down to work with here, They're going to try to cross paths with anyone and be able to kind of bring in.
But also another smoke coming out from FY and Mikasa going toward that top lane.
All right, we'll make sure we touch base there. As they head for bottom lane, DDC is waiting.
They're going for Yang here, though.
Deep behind this tower. But as top lane, they make their move for Yang. Maybe he's going to be in for a bit of a surprise. As they turn it back around, they pop their own dust. They make the move in from Mikasa. Maybe tries to make it away, but he's accepted his fate. He will be going down.
Yeah. DDC, very well aware of the gank, stepped all the way back to the tower, as you were saying.
Too many missing off the map. DDC knows that there's just trouble of ruin, and that is going to be an unsuccessful smoke movement from LGD, while a very nice one for VG.Gaming towards this top lane. A 7-3 start already.
They've really needed that smoke to
Look at the net worth advantage. It's not even 10 minutes in yet, and because of the destruction from the top lane, they're already at a 5k advantage.
Yeah, they really needed this bottom smoke to work so that they could kill the Lina and get the tower. That's pretty much their comeback at this point. But yeah, this Broodmother and FY's positioning and moving toward top lane to get that gank is just really crippling LGD at this point.
You
He's
could
just
see.
gonna dive. Yeah, he's gonna dive September to make him force him to Icarus dive.
I mean, when they picked up that Broodmother, as they get the dive for DDC there on the bottom, you could just see the smirk on Yang's face as if they knew they were going to be in for a good time. LG tried to counter back with this Sand King pickup, but it was not a mid lane Brood, and now they're going to be claiming their second tower here in this top lane.
Yeah, DDC didn't really expect the haste room coming up from aggressive, and he just runs in, calls down, and just pretty much dives in with the rocket barrage.
So he'll get a second kill under his belt. Now 2-2-2 here for aggressive on his gyro, plus going to be able to follow it up with what looks like a tier 1 tower.
So LGD is by no means out of it. Of course, it's a pretty whopping lead already for VG.R. I think their comeback is fighting around Xiaoweight's Blink Dagger, because he's actually very close to it.
Yeah, Xiaoweight's Starladder here at about 2k. Could farm up a side camp here if necessary to build up that Blink Dagger, as you mentioned. And be that key initiator.
The scary thing is, though, is that the Broodmother went minus. He's having such a good time, and they also have just this innate spend versus the Gyrocopter, which is extremely good because he's a huge physical damage outburst, as well as the Warcry armor constantly versus the Gyro flat cannon, and he's going to be having massive ancient stacks, so he's going to have so many items over the Gyrocopter. Already a 4x ancient stack coming out for him.
Any reason for him, though, to kind of engage in any sort of fisticuffs before a BKB is in order?
I don't think he needs to. The Broodmother is going to make so much space for him.
Yeah. Paying attention to the Sven is probably on the back of the mind at LGD at this point. I mean, obviously it's something they are considering, but when you're looking at your top lane in the state it's in, it's something else that's just going to be a bit of a problem.
Yeah, I mean, you really have to give a lot of credit to VG.R, just the mind games, you know, putting that web in the mid lane, and then the way Yang played the top lane, baiting them in to force the Icarus dive, and then FY just in the perfect position to get the counter ganks.
Is under attack.
Lane.
And they're looking at Mikasa here.
Yeah, he's got the Blink Dagger on Xiaowei, and MMY playing pretty far up at this point.
CYF shows up on the back end of his God Strength after clearing out that stack. They want to follow this up with a tier 1 takedown. There's the jump from Xiaowei with the help of the Sunray here. They're hoping to burst down Mikasa. Even aggressive getting on the action will help assist in that one. And they will secure a takedown on the Queen of Pain. That's a good debut for the Blink Dagger on your Starladder. Still though, Yang Broodmother continues to go to work, and just as fast as he picked up that Midas, he already has 2k golds saved up. So Fogged, with this mighty of a lead, what do you do with your Broodmother at this point? Do you just go for that straight Orchid kind of a build-up? I mean, I don't want to dare say anything crazy like a Radiance, but...
Oh, he's very afraid though there. He felt like he was going to gank. He TP'd back to his tower. I think the Orchid is definitely going to be the pickup just because it's so good versus the Sand King.
Yeah.
Picks up the treads just for now. He doesn't need to decide just yet, but I think Orchid's a pretty good one, but BKB could be very good because then he literally cannot die, and he can just be a constant nuisance.
I mean, if you want to be a real nuisance, he can get a Dagon at that point. Just completely dump on MMY, but...
Look at DDC's positioning in this bottom lane right now.
Yeah. He waits in the wings here.
Ready.
He has Laguna. He needs a +1. Leads in, stun, Laguna, Sonic Wave. So much hate for aggressive as the Gyrocopter comes crashing down to bits.
Aggressive pings him right away. He's like, what? He's hiding in the trees there? Like, that was just a really nice
Even
play
a
by
frustrating
DDC.
call down to come down as well. Man, patience from DDC.
Yeah, they're just making all the first moves. We do see Zhao 8 setting up toward the bottom lane. They really need to play around this blink dagger.
They pinged him though. They got that lane ward.
Yeah.
They know he's hustling in, and DDC is not going to let him get the easy target back. He's like, yeah, I'm going to take this tower even before I head out. Gets a nice little deny, and we'll be able to step away from trouble. Everything just going according to plan right now for VG.Gaming at this point. Their 5,000 gold lead is now bumped up to a little over 7,500 XP, about the same.
Yeah, like I said, they have to try to play around this Zhao 8's blink dagger so much, but it's really difficult because Broodmother is going to be constantly pressuring. FY as well playing in the top jungle, Mikasa too, and Sven is just like, guys, I'm farming.
Yes, he is.
I'm just gonna keep farming. I'm gonna have my Treads, Dominator, and SY at the same time again.
Oh, they're looking for maybe. He's gonna be forced to throw strike back and away, but that's it. Got him.
Yeah, like I said, they're just gonna keep playing in this aggressive positioning in the enemy jungle, and they're not gonna let Sankin get this blink dagger. They need to just keep playing around Zhao 8, go for these smoke ganks, use their ultimates, use the Death Ward, use the Phoenix Egg, use the Sunray, everything they can possibly do.
How important is the smoke movement right now from LGD? Like, how much are they going to need this to succeed?
They need to get a kill out of it.
It looks like they might. Nice little jump for FY. Zhao 8 trying his best to hit him with the right click, but the Sunray doesn't care about no pesky untouchable, and we'll
look at the gold bounty. That's to show how far ahead they really are right now.
Ouch. Obviously shows that LGD are in quite a deficit at this point. Nice little invis pickup here for CYF.
Yeah, CYF is pretty much at the exact same timing as this last game. He's a little bit ahead though, but he doesn't have any kills in this game. He just has 140 CS at 14 minutes, same thing as last, 10 CS per minute. Now he is invis. They do have a sentry ward in the lane though.
So they see this. They'll ping it out. Zhao 8 could get baited in for a jump. DDC is waiting right behind him, has the Laguna, but LGD could outnumber him as MMY and Aggressive are both waiting.
This could be time to go.
Oh, ZYF thinks he's good here, but they're looking to bait him into trouble.
He wants to go on the Roche pit. Nope.
He completely pulls away, probably to their benefit.
Yeah, I guess he caught a glimpse of September with that obstacle that they have in the river.
Yeah.
But you can see LGD trying everything that they can to get as much information as possible. Putting a mid ward, putting a two river wards, and maybe is getting very, very close to that blink dagger.
But time keeps on ticking here, and even though ZYF was not participating in farm at that point, while he's not doing a whole lot, Yang continues to get a lot here in the top lane.
Yeah, and he's gonna opt for just a Manta build probably, because then it's gonna be pretty much impossible to kill him with that extra bonus movement speed. Even though he's 522 under the webs, if he gets dusted up, he can remove it.
That's going to be such a problem, and if maybe has to kind of continue to keep him in check, that means he can't be with the rest of his team with that big team fight ulti. He is going to have his blink dagger now, so if he is to participate with the rest of the team, now is the time.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower.
And it looks like they want to go to the Ancients. We saw MMY pinging it out. They really want to get the jump on the Sven when he's farming him.
See what opportunity they look for, but they are going to go on possibly an extermination hunt here for the pesky little arachnid.
And I mean, it's just so hard to even catch the Ancients on time because Sven clears them so quickly. Again, another triple stack finished for CYF.
Yeah, blink if you miss it. And now he's going to be going for the BKB, and as we mentioned before, once he picks that up, he's got to feel like he can go into man mode anytime.
Yeah, and Yang's actually doing a really good job right now. He's sending Spiderlings to scout out the waves all over the place. Playing a bit aggressive on maybe here.
And they'll trade blows a bit. And now the dust is going to be popped. Zhao 8's en route. Yang thinks he can man fight here, but now the Epi is going to come out, and with Zhao 8 set up stun, he'll be locked inside that Epi, and he will go down. Nicely done there from Maybe to kind of coax Yang into some trouble.
I feel like he kind of knew that was coming. He did see Zhao 8 rotating with the Spiderlings, but maybe he thought that he could, I guess he thought he could burst down Maybe in time with Insatiable Hunger as well as the Spiderlings.
Not the case though, and we'll see if it's going to be a lesson learned for him. As he steps back and out, DDC.
I mean, LGD is just like farming, and they don't even feel like they need to be making the plays. DDC's farming, he's got 8th lens, making his way toward his Yules, almost level 11. FY, the same thing, level 11. He's pretty sure he's got the Dragon Lance coming out on the courier, and he does. Mikasa is pretty much the only one who seems to be falling a bit behind on the farm. He's just like, guys, I don't have anywhere to farm. Let's go do something.
Sonic Wave level 2, ready to go. Why not? And they should know that the Epi is going to be on cooldown. This isn't their time, and they do ping out the Roche pit here, so even with a good fight, they could possibly follow it up with a Roche. I mean, they're scouting it out now, but hey, I mean, also, LGD do have a good team to kind of take the Roche themselves.
Yeah, they don't need to... VG.R doesn't need to rush into the Roshan right now. They're just going to wait for Yang to push the top lane in, wait for this mid lane to push in a little bit more, and then they can go for the setup. Or they can just make the play on the bottom lane, have DDC kind of bait them out, and then everybody just sit behind him.
Something could break out here. Aggressive shows himself in lane. ZYF nearby. No Blink Dagger on this Sven obviously yet. And actually DDC will make his exit. Back to the fountain here. Maybe he's going to be able to come across an Invis rune, which may be spotted there.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
LGD has 1 and 2 stack of their own for aggressive, and it looks like they're grouping up for that smoke.
All right, here they go. LGD.
Oh, they're going to go for the Roche themselves.
Into the Roche pit here. All right. Where's FY? He doesn't have anything to send into the pit, it looks like here, so based on vision, it does not look like they're going to recognize this is happening. Yang will go for his own push here at the top lane. Actually, he's waiting cautiously in case anyone's going to be rotating over, but this is just going to be a smooth Roche here for LGD. An easy Aegis pickup.
Very interesting. I thought we would see Vici playing around that area, but they opt to just, playing the farm game.
I mean, they have a farm kind of a lineup here. Sven goes again for another camp. This will help finish out that BKB. And, I mean, still, even with the benefit of an Aegis here, do you still see VG.Gaming being able to take it in a kind of a 5-on-5 fight? I mean, I don't know if even they're going to have enough 5-on-5 fight. It's Yang Broodmother after all.
They can maybe just take a fight and then Yang can take the racks, like if they do it in the proper way. But we do have that Invis rune up on maybe.
He's creeping in. He has a dust.
But Yang doing a good job again. He sends the spiderlings all over the place, and I'm pretty sure he saw them rotating with the ones that are heading toward the mid lane.
Yep. Forces out a hefty rotation from LGD to the top lane to kind of keep him back and aggressive even.
He wanted those spiders.
We'll get his finish onto his Sage here to finish out the S and Y entirely. So pull back out. Xiaowei also doubling up on the mobility. He picked up his Force Staff not too long ago.
Yeah, I guess they're just going to play it safe and just get the BKB on the Sven so that he can't get epicentered and just caught out of position when they're going for that bottom tier 1 tower or for any of the mid tier 2.
I mean, as you said before, it does make things kind of sad for someone like Mikasa on this Queen of Pain who would love to be more proactive in taking some fights here, but the rest of the team just not really in fighting shape at the moment. They can afford to have the time to kind of farm up, swole up a bit more. And it looks like Yang will just opt to go straight for the Ags in this one, Frog, where usually you've been seeing him and most Queen of Pains in this tournament, you know, going straight for the Orchid, let's say.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, he just doesn't really need it at this point, and they know that the Gyrocopter eventually will have a BKB, and that's going to be a great tool of just always having it up and being able to burst him down. And it looks like they've got the BKB.
Let's go.
They've got, I'm pretty sure the Broodmother's going to have Manta too, and they're just going to go with the 4 of them. Maybe make their way toward that Broodmother because they know that LGD's trying to kill him so badly.
It's also to note, if it hasn't been noted already, maybe with the point booster?
Yeah, he's going to be going for that Aghanim Scepter.
Okay, will he be stunted from farming it here? They're running in parallel to him as they hustle through the LGD territory. They're trying to get a grab of anyone here, but no one in sight. LGD have already postured up in a pretty defensive position here towards the mid lane.
Yeah, not the greatest form of initiation for VG.R right now. They don't have a Blink Dagger on this Sven.
Yeah.
They don't have any other heroes that can really just start the fight either. While LGD does have 2 initiators. They have the Sand King, they have the Starladder, they even have the Phoenix who can jump in with the Icarus dive.
Maybe gonna miss a chance there to grab up some extra little broodlings. But yeah, you're right. I mean, VG.R don't really have the best capability of trying to catch any sort of fight opportunity. They're just kind of hoping more that the fight approaches them.
Yep, but Yang, he's taking away a lot of the farm from LGD's side, just sitting in that enemy jungle, constantly farming every single camp, pressuring the lane as much as possible, and sending spiderlings whenever he can to scout. Well, in the meantime, the Sven just keeps on stacking.
He just keeps on stacking, keeps on farming right up. Sure, a Blink Dagger will be in order for him here soon, but he gets back into the grind here in the bottom lane, accompanied with DDC.
Yeah, they're gonna have the Blink Dagger coming up with once he clears that ancient stack, as well as DDC's Yule's Scepter coming up very soon. So that could be like that secondary form of initiation, but not a hard initiate.
Almost reminds me of how Fear was playing the Sven back at TI5. It's funny enough against CDC and aggressive, where it's just Sven grinding out the farm, taking stacks, and then by the time the late game rolled around, he was just a force to be reckoned with. I mean, we even saw that just in the last game here. Now, bottom, CYF will be able to make his move and clear out this tier 1, which seems to be going uncontested.
Yeah. Going for the safe play, like I was saying, you know, getting that BKB and then just going for that push, because then he can't dive into the Sand King. And now he has his ultimate popped. He's gonna run to his Ancients, clear that again, finish up his Blink Dagger, and yeah, 2200 HP spend, level 16 ultimate. Pretty hard to deal with at this point, unless you chain lock him down.
Is there any sort of scare for VG.Gaming that if this does continue to go a bit longer, or do you think that they're still feeling pretty comfortable as the game does progress and things get a bit later?
I like the fact that Yang went Manta to kind of secure that they have that extra type of carry,
yeah.
But they do have to be a little bit careful because Sunrise scales throughout all stages of the game. It's pure damage, it's basically max HP.
Ooh, jump into the baby, yeah, nice two-man connection, goes for the Epi, it is going to fly off, but then pops that BKB and begins to try to right-click down that maybe. Sand King, meanwhile, Yang going to be caught out potentially. DC steps in though, gets the Laguna, and gets a return fire there for Xiaowei. Makes it a 1-1 apiece between both offlaners.
Yeah, but killing the Sven is just so difficult at this point, even with the Sunray.
Radiant's middle tower is
And
under
any
attack.
trade at this point really is almost more the benefit for LGD. I mean, we see the trade of net worth right there. Already because of how much VG.Gaming were able to claim on this map.
Yeah, they are letting aggressive catch up though. He's got his SNY now finished. He's going for that BKB. We have a Midas up for September, which he loves to go. Level 11 as well on him. So the big thing that LGD does have going for them is that they have more of those, I guess you could say, like team fight ultimates like I was talking about in the last game. They have the Witch Doctor ult, they have the Gyro Call Down, they have Sand King ultimate, and then they have the, of course, the Supernova.
All things do seem to be more single target on the side of VG.Gaming here. You have FY will be able to benefit from dishing out some serious impetus damage onto a single target. We know Sven is going to be really grinding it out onto somebody. You know, given the positioning from LGD, might not be able to get off the biggest cleave work. Mikasa now has that Axe complete as we saw earlier, and we'll be able to keep these lanes pressured out, and we'll always have the Sonic Wave for pretty much any sort of skirmish. Back and away they go. Yang just trying to pick up the pieces here in the top lane.
Yeah, taking a look at the warding as well. You see Vici has very good vision on the map, while LGD is just kind of trying to secure their own jungle with all the wards that they have there.
Yeah. What about the scaling capability with this maybe Sand King? I mean, he's got the Agdams now, he's got the Blink Dagger now, but really where do you go from here? And, you know, after Sand King commits in with a big stun and a big epicenter, like, what's the best thing you could do to be able to follow up? Or is that pretty much what you're going to be just bringing to the table and that's it?
He'll probably just go for mobility next, you know? Just like maybe a 4-step, maybe a Yule Scepter, maybe a BKB even.
Oh, ZYF gets a spot, jumps in, goes for the stun off, going to be catching them for MFY, sidestep from Xiaowei, can't get the finish yet, finally be able to grab it, and a follow-up jump in, they are going to get it, nice quick deny will come out from aggressive, but that's still going to be 2 down from the side of LGD here. Still need some more time before the Roche is going to be up if they wanted to follow up with that. And they're looking for more opportunities. Jump through low guard here from ZYF, trying to get a grab for Maybe. And Maybe will be able to stun himself away.
It always surprises me, the range on the Baroque strike just from the Aghanim's, especially once he finishes up that Aether Lens if he chooses to do that as well.
Oh, I'm sure. You could stun yourself into a different game.
Pretty much.
Vici fall back here a bit after pressuring this tier 2.
Yeah, they're still just a bit, you know, I guess like, not afraid, but just they want to get their BKBs before they really go for any type of big push or anything. Or maybe even wait for that Roshan and the BKBs. And they do pick up a gem, actually, on the side of... Oh, no, they take MMY's gem. Oh, man, he must have just picked that up and died with it. That really sucks. So they're going to grab it on DDC, and they're going to go on an expedition.
Yep. Oh, man, and DDC also finishes off that Yule's here.
Oh, I didn't even see him pick that gem up. It literally had to have just happened, and then they catch him there. That's so unfortunate for MMY.
I mean, credit to this deep ops ward here from VG.Gaming Reborn to be able to get that sight and that jump. Just rewards them huge, and now the map control is nearly all but secured for VG.Gaming Reborn.
And it looks like ZYF's going to be going for that more damage in this game. He's got a crit picked up instead of going for like that, finishing the Satanic. I feel like the last game he might have done the same thing, but they just had the opportunity because he was like, oh, I have Aegis, you know, I want to save a slot. I don't want to sell anything just yet. I'm just going to finish my Satanic.
Now they come charging down this bottom lane here. We'll have to see if a response is going to be in order here for LGD at this point.
They do see Mikasa in the mid lane, and they know that the Broodmother is going to be top, so I'm pretty sure they want to defend this tower.
Yeah, it's only going to be the 3 here. Can they take him with numbers at this point? I mean, we have we even seen a Phoenix Supernova this game? Not. I mean, it's been pretty slow pace for LGD, still grinding and trying to match up with VG as far as the farm department. I mean, they are the team that seem to, on paper, have the better team fight. Oh, jumping in mid lane, trying to get around for Mikasa, force forward, and ooh,
so close.
Valiant effort there from Xiaowei to be able to get the stun from Mikasa. That certainly would have been her demise, but Mikasa will be able to barely blink away.
Yeah, Mikasa actually not opting for the BKB route. He looks like he's going to either go for a Hex or a Yule Scepter. And now we do have a smoke coming out. Looks like they're going to move toward their Broodmother. They want to catch maybe.
Yeah.
Who is going for that Aether Lens. He went for the bots as well.
Yang is trying to like entice maybe here a bit.
As well.
Yeah, he's enticing maybe here. Oh, maybe just commits the burrow also and the Sandstorm. So they're going to easily jump in with the help of that gem. Make quick work of the Sand King.
Yeah. Why? Very alone right now, but beautiful sidestep and TP.
Yep. Not gonna be able to make it in to stop him. And
there is a global cask chasing him though.
Where? Oh god, I gotta see this.
It's on the way. It's coming. Oh come on, don't do that.
Dum-de-doo. Oh, it stopped halfway.
Bomber. It hit him. It stunned him before it even hit him, but now VG.R gets the opportunity to push out this mid lane, and the glyph is down on the side of LGD, so this tower is very dead.
Very easy, very free. Oh, jumping from Xiaowei. Oh my! What a trigger reaction coming out from ZYF. Pops the BKB and they just annihilate Xiaowei with the help of that Laguna. This could be trouble for LGD. Aggressive already popping his BKB, looking to hustle back September. Very low. No, he goes down. Couldn't even get the Supernova off due to the lack of mana. Couldn't ask for a better opportunity. This is just from bad to worse again for LGD.
That was a buyback from maybe. He used the epicenter off of the mark.
Oh no.
The BKB is well used for aggressive.
I mean, do you move in for the base with this kind of advantage? They could double back. Roche is up. It looks like they're going to do the former here. They go right for the high ground. Maybe tries to slow them down. Steps in with a burrow strike, then quickly hops back. But this is forcing out the buyback now from Phoenix, and that's all they wanted. Yep.
Yeah, they wanted to force that buyback.
Oh man. Big boost there for VG.Gaming.
It didn't even look like it looked like DDC didn't even have faith that ZYF would BKB there. He instantly used the Starladder as well. But yeah, ZYF, that was great reaction time in getting the BKB and even stunning the Starladder. And yeah, they force buyback, force a couple ultimates, and now ZYF's like, oh look!
Wait, is that another stack he's farming? Oh yes, it is. What is that, the 4th, 5th, 7th? I don't know.
Something like that. But he also finishes up his Daedalus during that, leveling up his stun now, level 20 already on the Sven.
Oh, there is
illusion in there.
There's an illusion in there. It is going to be spotted, but can they do it fast enough? They have the benefit of the damage.
Yeah, it's going to die before anything was able to react. But that Aegis is going to be able to do too much.
Too bad Yang's not up here in this top lane. It's already pushed pretty far forward, but he's actually looking to participate in a potential fight. Can they get there close enough? Oh, the web's dropped. That's got to get LGD a bit concerned. He creeps in. They pop the ball out. He steps in with the BKB. He's looking to settle the Aegis. Can he grab it? It's all on top. Mikasa jumps in. He snaps up the Aegis. And my God! LGD just can't seem to catch a break on this one. They're going to be popping up aggressive with the Laguna, with the stun. He's going to be going down. Epi will come in from maybe. We'll be able to take down the Broodmother with this one, but ZYF with the double kill now. 3 hit the deck from LGD.
And DDC having so many levels already in that Fiery Soul, he takes out the level 11 egg by himself.
Yeah. No bueno now for LGD as they have lost 4. No one with a buyback. Here comes Vici towards the mid lane. And they'll get a tier 3.
I think we have our second team in the grand finals.
Tell me that it is going to be a possibly Na'Vi versus VG.Gaming Reborn grand final. I'm sure that was not easily predicted.
Yeah, wow.
My goodness here. Easily taking out only the necessary melee racks. And they go right to business at the top.
Just Broodmother things and beautiful rotations from FY. Again, you have to give him a lot of credit in the draft and the mind games.
This guy was not kicked for Vici. He left, he went on his own adventure, his own little side project, I guess, if you will. Came together with this squad, and for their first LAN appearance, they're making a hell of a case for their team.
Yeah, and it looks like Mikasa is going to go for that sheep stick. He's going to have it very soon. Yang, no other new item yet other than that BKB, and my god, this Sven. He actually sells his Dominator and picks up a Moonshard. He's like, I don't need stacks anymore, I don't need lifesteal.
About 22k of net worth. The next closest on LGD is maybe Sand King at 12k. Pretty much doubled the net worth. Oh, this has got to be very concerning for LGD at this point. I mean,
Mikasa just, maybe that's why I built the Aghanims, just to farm waves faster. I just keep hearing like Queen of Pain ultimates, and I'm like, what? Oh,
like, I
farming
can't,
neutrals with it.
If I'm not going to get farm anywhere, we got Broodmother taking over top, we got Sven taking lanes and taking ancient camps here.
DDC taking the other lane. I gotta get some somewhere.
Where am I going to get mine?
Exactly. And we do have Aghanims finishing up soon on DDC, which is going to be devastating because he's level 16 already as well on this Lina.
Pure damage. Not going to be a big fan, will be aggressive here on his gyro.
Yeah, it's going to chunk out half of his health instantly.
And unless they're picked off and taken down like we saw in that previous Roche engagement, they can have a solid high ground defense with all of this wealth of team fight they got. We'll have to see though. At this point though, it's just VG.Gaming so grossly out-farmed. They have much more tools. Looks like they'll just kind of double back at this point. But
no risks needed to be taken.
Yep.
They already took one Rax. The mid lane's going to be forcing in constantly, and they can just basically trap LGD in their base and play that, you know, war of attrition.
Moonshard now on CYF.
Yeah, he stole the Dominator before he picked that up, and now, yeah, Mikasa's going to be finishing up the sheep stick as well at this point. They're just getting like just all these luxury items at this point.
As they slowly starve out the map here, VG.Gaming Reborn just moments away from securing their spot in the grand final, the matchup against Navi. Mid lane though, they might have found an opportunity for a forgiving FY takedown. They try to dish out all ultimates possible. Yang says, please don't, jumps in, Mikasa as well. Uh-oh. A couple of feedovers here from VG.Gaming.
Yeah, definitely a misplay there from Mikasa blinking in. You could tell as soon as FY got jumped, he's like, "Yo, don't come here, please, go away." Like, just God, please.
Look at the net worth swing just off those 2 kills alone. That just gives you an idea how far ahead VG.Gaming are at this point. Yep. 4K of a net worth swing, and they quickly pick up their next couple of items. A new gem, Ghost Scepter, now grabbed up for maybe, and aggressive suddenly with over 3K in farm. Xiaoweit's been able to finish out his BKB. A couple more essential tools that could help a bit in their defense, but you're seeing Yang as well on the other side. He's getting closer to an AC.
They still got some fight in them though.
Yeah.
They're getting closer to it looks like September is going to be going for that Shiva's on the Phoenix like he usually does. He has 4,000 gold saved up as well as that Midas. Almost level 16 up on him, so it's going to be even harder for them to kill that Supernova. And they can still take fights, but only if it's in like a perfect manner of initiation. But it's still going to be extremely hard because this Sven is going to be hitting like a truck.
Oh, it looked like they were thinking about making a possible jump there for Yang, but they're just as fast to quickly pull back and away from that opportunity here.
Yeah, they had to send somebody back to deal with the range barracks that was dying in the middle lane.
So VG.Gaming, are they just simply waiting out for possibly the next Roche at this point? Their next big item grab? Obviously looking to take things as slow as possible, and I don't know if they're going to be granted another opportunity like they did before for that Roche.
No, I think they're just ready to fight at this point. They have a smoke break brought out on the courier as well. They have all the items they need. The Roche is just also another, like I was saying, a luxury, and it's just a securing factor. I feel like if they wanted to be super safe, they could go for that and go for the AC finish on Yang, but they feel strong enough that they can just go.
Yeah, they've smoked, they go on their move. Maybe did pretty much identify exactly where VG.Gaming were as the smoke happened. So they are going to be waiting inside their base here. They do not want to risk getting caught out, but VG.Gaming are looking to go for closure here. FY with the Dragon Lance, he's like, I'll just siege.
Yeah, ZYF was like fake casting God Strength, so it seemed like he was asking, like, should I God Strength right now? And FY was probably like, no, I can just,
don't worry, bro.
I can just poke this.
Yeah, no big deal. We'll let them come to us outside the safety of their base here. I mean, when you're
Shiva's finished up as well as the level 16 on the Phoenix.
Working in this choke point, you got epicenter, egg, crush, call down. That is not the safest place. So.
Yeah. But yeah, like you were saying, starving the map out, forcing LGD to be in their base.
Okay. Fun little teaser. Long little burrow, blink back from maybe. Taunting FY a bit, but only mild poking damage here. All Yang keeps the pressure in the mid lane. Trying to push on two different fronts. LGD.
They know where Xiao 8 is though. You saw that? ZYF is pinging constantly on the side where Xiao 8 was standing. Sending some spider links. Now they see him.
ZYF says he wants to make the move, jumps in, pops his BKB.
Nice dodge by Xiao 8.
It was a good dodge. And they look to change course. As they step back for the tier 3, there's going to be the glyph, and now they catch the BKB timing right at the end. The leader with a stun. Fallen Crush is not going to be able to be there. The egg going to be committed now. Yankees, let's go for the egg. Tries to turn onto it at this point. Can they crack it in time? Oh, they're not going to be able to. Sonic away from the Casa. Turn back it around. They're going to be able to get aggressive down. He does have a buyback, and if he wants to make his return into the fight, but this is a big hold from LGD. They've already taken down 3, and they're going to be forced to run. VG.Gaming hustling from the trouble. A hold from LGD. Can they get DDC?
Oh,
Hi, how you doing? Catch him right on the high ground. Beautifully done. Followed up with a burrow strike. Oh, man. That's got to be a huge boost.
What is that, like an 8K swing?
Something ridiculous. Unfortunately, the fight recap doesn't tell the whole story. But it was probably something like, yeah, an 8K.
That was an 8,000. Imagine if the Roshan had respawned right there. That would have been like, oh, baby. But a little bit over-aggressive there by ZYF. I feel like they don't even need to for those type of plays. They can just slow siege. The only way that they lose, like I was saying, is if they get too overzealous, fighting into these massive teamfight ultimates. We saw they tried to kill the Supernova, but 11 attacks destroyed at that point in the position that you're in, with Starladder stuns, with Cask bouncing, with Sanking stuns as well. It's very, very difficult. They did expend the Queen of Pain ultimate and the Lina ultimate on the Gyrocopter, and they ended up taking him down, but they lost a lot.
Got to give the respect to LGD and their high ground defense at this point. I know that for VG.Gaming, the patience is only so thin before they want to make a strike attempt, but you can see just as fast you can lose a fight and be handing over quite a pretty penny here.
Yeah,
and
they need the rush. That's what they're identifying. ZYF pings and he's like, you know, it's just the safest maneuver. He's gonna eat his shard and then he's gonna be able to pick up the Aegis and maybe even pick up another item if he would like to.
I'm sure LGD though are aware of that same scenario. VG.Gaming need that Aegis to make any sort of pressure. So if you're LGD, they're keeping these lanes pushed back now. They got to keep this mid out, bottom lane out, and then I'm sure they're going to look to find their own way to contest it. It's going to be easy though. Sit back, deward a bit. Yeah, VG.Gaming just kind of had to pick up the pieces, keep these lanes and pressure forward.
Yeah, just stay clumped, you know, don't have anyone too far out in the front, so we can all just play it safe, wait for the Roshan to respawn, get the Aegis, slow siege. And there is also cheese up on the Rosh, so there's the third Rosh.
Here comes LGD though. Oh man, that burrow range is something else. Not going to be able to get the connection.
Bonk.
Very timid play though, and not really surprised, even with such a dramatic net worth advantage, which, mind you, has been cut from 27k down to 20k after that last fight. Both teams still giving equal respect to each other, don't want to be able to overextend.
Yeah, they're waiting for the AC coming for Yang, and then they're going to go into rush pit.
And it is on the way.
They're definitely going to try to take the fight, though, before they go for that rush. And we do see Aggressive picking up a butterfly, so he is acquiring some money. He is acquiring some items. Looks like they feel like this is their window. They're going for the smoke.
I mean, this is it. I mean, this could be it here. It's a commitment in for this butterfly. All of his money, no buyback right now. LGD with the fight here. Won't get them the win, but it will put this game in a lot better.
They're ready for this though.
Of a position.
Ooh, he doesn't get the BKB off.
No, he does not. VYF now will be able to pop it out. They look to turn back. Laguna is going to quickly shred down Xiao 8 here. While Aggressive makes his move for Mikasa. Mikasa not going to be able to avoid the trouble, but oh man, Sven! He hits hard, moves in, gets the double secured. And they quickly ping out this Roche like they want to make their move forward here. And the rest of LGD are going to be just forced to go on retreat.
And poor MMY, I feel for him there. He just got one-shotted by this Sven. 1500 crit, just splat.
Thank God Aggressive was able to get that kill because now he had the buyback.
Epi?
Epi to the pit when no one's there. Good pull out from VG.Gaming.
Nice awareness and wow. Yeah, but just very good awareness there them.
Radiant's top
That
tower
board
is
being
under
placed
attack.
now on the high ground.
This is tense. LGT just looking to reclaim the vision back again. They cannot afford to hand over this Aegis.
It was really thankful that Aggressive actually got the kill on Mikasa because he had just bought the butterfly like you were saying, so he didn't have buyback, but it gave him like a massive, like, almost like 1200,
it would have been
900 gold bounty.
A secured Roche for sure if Aggressive did not get that kill. But he did.
Mikasa buys back.
All right. But it might be too late here. They're already making the move in. ZYF goes to approach maybe, while the rest of them just go out into the pit. Moon's going to snag up the Aegis here. Unfortunate for Aggressive because now he's going to hustle out. He does not have a buyback. If he does go down, he's able to make it away from the trouble while gang. Well, he tries to go for the egg. The egg is going to be able to make it off here just in time. That Aegis is already going to be used here. Xiao 8 has been dropped.
I was close to the egg almost actually popping. I was really lucky that ZYF was outside of the range. Blinks in. Outside the range of the AoE damage. Blinked in, gets like the last 2 hits on it. Maybe did a nice follow-up stun on top of that egg, but just not enough. And now Xiao 8 dead. 60 seconds with no buyback.
Aggressive was able to live though, makes it away with his life, and now Vici will not have the benefit of the Aegis here.
Or the cheese, as I'm pretty sure Xiao 8, or Aggressive grabbed it and used it instantly. Now, Satanic. Moonshard consumed and Satanic finished up for ZYF.
Is this enough? Can they get there in time?
Picking it up a base. There we go. And Xiao 8 did opt, or not Xiao, I keep saying Xiao 8 when I see Enchantress. I don't know why I think of him every time I see that. But F does opt for that 4-step to try to go for that disengage because he knows his Sven's BKB is down to 5 seconds. The only way that he'll die is if he's just completely isolated in a horrible position.
So now they push back across the river once again. All lanes, all pretty much pressure towards the side of LGD. And it looks like VG are going to give it another swing here on closing this one out. Last attempt towards the southern front of the LGD base. LGD were able to hold here, but now they'll be limited a bit in the buyback department. VG.Gaming now with more in their arsenal, including that Satanic here for ZYF.
So the best thing that LGD has going for them right now is that Sven is already maxed.
Yep.
That is the good thing. He's just missing bots.
He does not have money for buyback.
That too. And Mikasa also expended his buyback in that last engagement and he doesn't have any gold.
Okay, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Okay, maybe jumps in and he's dead. That's a gem down as well. They're not going to move for it.
He does have buyback, but that is a costly mistake.
That was an ambitious stun out to try to keep the pressure away from the mid lane. And as you said, does have the buyback here, but you do not want to have to use the buyback in this kind of situation, hoping for a round 2 in a fight you were prepared for. Now they're going to be a bit handicapped on this one. Nope. There'll be just the 1 life now for your maybe Sand King. There's only 1 life here for the aggressive gyrocopter.
Yeah, they're going to force a buyback.
Xiao 8, no buyback.
LGD.
This is the 1 life here from LGD. They will desperately need a hold here. Tier 3 down. Rax is exposed to FY with that ridiculous range. Will begin a small siege here for the melee Rax. This is where, you know, VG.R weak. They don't have that strong initiator, with the exception of ZYF just kind of blinking in there. And last time that didn't work out so well, so we're going to have to see how their approach is going to be different this go around.
You don't really want your Sven to initiate unless you can catch, like, let's say the Phoenix and just blow him up instantly, but September's not going to let that happen.
Oh, Mikasa is going to make the jump. They're going to go after Xiao Wei here, Sonic Wave, and they're going to get the kill. Sardar's out. He's not going to be here for the defense. Maybe does decide to buy out and come into action here. And looks like VG.Gaming are looking to make a retreat. There's the jump in. Shivas and the A going to be committed. They're trying to run away. Aggressive tries to shoot that out. Oh, quick stop Yules after getting out the Laguna Boy DDC. Trying to make it away. Will live. He's good. No one dies down yet, but then a big jump in Epicent and a burrow strike back from Maybe.
Man, maybe he's just having really
not looking so good here now at the end. This is going to be VG.Gaming's time. They'll close things out. They're going to be able to get those second racks down, and they are that much closer to securing their spot into the grand final. LGD, desperation mode now to hold the home base.
They have no holds. They can't hold this.
They have a call down now, but before Aggressive's going to get it up, he might die here, and he will. He is out. There is no buyback, and it looks like...
Right there.
They're unable to get him. He didn't even get to use the Satanic here. Pops his BKB and just hustles away.
He's gonna fully overshoot him though.
Yeah.
Satanic. 1, 2, 3. He gets the crit. Yep.
Oh, and he's back with full life here. Meanwhile, Maybe made his jump for Yang, but they still can't get anyone down from the side of VG. And Chi are just one racks away from Megas. And I think that might have done it. They jump in. They're gonna get the quick pop for September. He does have the buyback. The Megas are out, and that will be game. VG.Gaming Reborn will be in the grand final to face off against Na'Vi.
Oh, we have a pause. Okay. Oh, whatever. The game is over. I think, yeah. I mean, FY, just his drafting overall in this series was basically impeccable. The last two series, you can see, he just knew exactly what he needed to do. Top lane, he knew. You know, Yang, he just bait them a little bit. He did exactly that. September goes for the Icarus dive, and then boom, there's two creeps waiting for you right there. They snowball the Broodmother's lane.
I love the way this team thinks, man. Starting from the start with those mind games,
the Broodmother web.
the Broodmother mind games there, it forces LGD, a team